Welcome to another episode of the Emir Saddam Show, where we uncover power, politics, and truth behind the scenes. I'm your host, Emir Saddam, and today we will be going very deep, deeper than the ocean, if I tell you so. Today's episode on the Emir Saddam Show will be discussing about why Bola Tinubu is in France. Do you know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a godfather? Do you know the Jagaban has a godfather? And if you did not know, we will be telling you about this and more in the course of our conversation today. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, some popcorns, call your friends, families, friends and foes to join in this conversation, because today we'll be going deep into something in the space of 2 years why the president of Nigeria is currently visiting a country for the 6th time, a country language that we do not speak, a country that all other colonized countries in Africa that are francophone nations are breaking ties with. These are more we're exposing on the Emir Saddam Show today. Relax and have a great time. All right. On today's episode of Emir Saddam Show, as I said earlier on, we'll be discussing about why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in France. Why Bola Ahmed Tinubu has taken a 6th trip to France. And every time he takes this trip, they come out with some bogus statements. Oh, he's going on a rest mission, on a different things, just to keep Nigerians out of the loop of why he is actually in France. People begin to wonder, what are our ties with France? Why France? Of all nations in the world, why France? They did not colonize Nigeria. They have little or investments in Nigeria. Probably you point one or two. There is no real reason why Nigeria should be in bed or so close to France. We don't even speak French. It worries me, and it has worried so many Nigerians, wondering why the president of the country is so fixated and attached to France. Many people don't even know why.
Oriyomi, welcome.
I have to go deep in,
Greetings.
do my little research, and I'm presenting this to Nigerians because the mainstream media will never tell Nigerians what I'm saying right now. What we're about to discuss about right now is something that is frightening, it's scary. When people wonder, Saddam, why are you doing this? I have to ask myself, is this topic what you want to talk about? But it's important that in times like this, where I've always said we're in desperate times, and I'm indeed very desperate, to let Nigerians understand who is currently occupying Aso Rock and what our resources are being used for. Because they will never get this information from the mainstream media. All other podcasters will not talk about this. I don't know why. Maybe one or two of our investigative journalists will do this piece, but it's important, and for posterity's sake, that this is being discussed. You might want to know who is the billionaire with one foot in Nigeria and the other in Paris. You might want to know the godfather of the Jagaban himself, the so-called master of politics in Nigeria that tamed the Atlantic Ocean. You don't know he has a godfather? Well, let's dive into it today and understand better on the Emir Saddam Show. Okay, I'm going to start by thanking every single one of you that have subscribed, and that have turned on your notifications, made comment, drop your comments on the last episode of the show. Every one of you that have been putting us on the front foot. Conversation real quick. Who is the godfather of the Jagaban himself? Who is the godfather of the Jagaban himself? Well, dear Nigerians, I present to you the man called Gilbert Shaguri. He's not the average businessman. He was born to Lebanese parents in Nigeria, so he's Lebanese Nigerian, as the case may be. He has built an empire. He has built numerous empires. Well known in the 90s as allegedly the money launderer of Sani Abacha, the late General Sani Abacha, the man that laundered funds for Sani Abacha in the 90s, the man that was laundering Nigeria's money for Sani Abacha in the 90s. And do you guys remember the whole story that was painted about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that Nadeco created? Nadeco, was part of Nadeco. He used Nadeco to fight Abacha's regime. What is Bola Ahmed Tinubu doing with the man that laundered money for Abacha? Did he really fight Abacha, or was he the inside man to Abacha? These are questions that I think we should begin to ask ourselves as a country, because if your godfather today was the person laundering money for Abacha, I begin to wonder, were you really at war with Abacha, or were in business with Abacha? Why do you have another launderer of the Abacha's regime as your current minister of budgeting and planning, Tiku Bagudu? For a man that built his charisma or his character around fighting for democracy, fighting the Abacha regime, it is weird to hear or imagine that your characters around you are people that were the closest to Abacha. If You were just dealing with, okay, probably some few ministers of Abacha, some people that would have been in government. You know, there are some people that they call Ajib, any government in power. It's understandable because those people, they are always gallivanting around the corridors of power looking for one, filling up their portfolios, looking for an office or other. It's understandable. But when the key people that laundered finance for Abacha are your men, I begin to question truly if you are Abacha's ally or an Abacha's enemy. And I hope Nigerians begin to understand these issues I'm discussing here today. Gilbert Chagori was not just a money launderer for Abacha. He has been. We'll see most of this on your screens for you to understand. He has been fined in the United States for illegal campaign donations using straw donors. He has had his run-ins with international law enforcement. In Nigeria, he is very powerful. He is known as the owner of Eco Atlantic City. He literally owns Eco Atlantic City. In the US, he's very controversial. And in France, he is untouchable. That is the current godfather of Jagaban. So for him to have been there his sixth time, it's probably he's going to give every quarter a report to his godfather on what he has done, break down on deals, contracts, because he has given this man a whole lot of contracts, of which we will be exposing a whole lot of them on the platform today. A whole lot of contracts have gone to Chagori's firms, courtesy of the Bola Tinubu, right from his days as Lagos State Governor till today. So it is not a relationship that is just a relationship of today. It is a relationship that has been for over 25 years. So if he has been in a relationship with this man for over 25 years, stretching back to 1999, then you begin to ask questions. Truly, was Bola Tinubu an ally to Abacha, or really an enemy? Or the question they asked, or the question that have been put outside there, him being an asset to the CIA, as released by my very good friend, someone that I respect a whole lot, David Hunde. It is important Nigerian begins to ask these questions. Who is this man that occupied the city of Aso Rock? What are his deals? What is he doing with the finances of the country? So let's dive into who Gilbert Chagori is a little bit. He's not the average businessman. He's a billionaire. I'm trying to be very careful with my words here so that I do not say things that are not accurate here. I'm saying things that I can remember, things that I've done little research on for you guys to understand. These are under Obasanjo or under Jonathan that he was exiled from Nigeria. One of those two regimes paid exiled him out of Nigeria. He was a known money launderer for Abacha. It's not a hidden fact. Everybody knows about this. Everybody that knows about what's happening in Nigeria knows about this. Probably the common Nigerians I'm trying to pass this message to right now do not know. Or they know that he laundered money from Abacha, but do not know his deep ties and connection to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now you might begin to ask, why is Chagori based in France? Why? What is he doing in France? It's simple.
Wow.
He has tradition to Nigeria. He has wealthy friends, wealthy connections back in France. It's a perfect hideout for a billionaire of his status. It's a perfect hideout for him where he can stay, and every quarterly he calls his boy to come and give him account of how he's running his country because he owns Nigeria. That is the original owner of Nigeria right now as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, Gilbert Chagori owns Nigeria. The juiciest of contracts goes to him and his friends. We'll be reading out
Can I welcome
how far and how deep rooted these ties between him and the president is. And this is where it all gets all juicy because the Chagori's group have been involved in key projects in Lagos, including the massive Eco Atlantic real estate and the sea reclamation project. That so-called he tamed the Atlantic Ocean was done by his godfather. The actual tamer of the Atlantic Ocean, the actual tamer is no other person than the billionaire Gilbert Chagori himself. He tamed the Atlantic Ocean. His boy took took bragging rights. That is one of the most expensive lands in Africa, DSA in the world. The man controls and sits on wealth that it can only be imagined. Such men do not appear on Forbes list, and that's why when I see most people talk about Forbes list, I just laugh and I'm like, Forbes list consists of billionaires that their wealth can be accounted for. In reality, so many people on earth here that are more wealthy than those people on Forbes list, but their names can't be on Forbes list because their wealth cannot be accounted for. Their wealth has no ties to businesses, shady deals across different spheres, so you cannot tie their wealth. So let's dive into why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in France. And it hit me. I think I'm sounding similar to how many Nigerians would be wondering, why France? Of all countries, we don't even speak French. And at a point in time where French colonized nations in Africa are breaking ties with France, including our neighboring country, Niger Republic, to Burkina Faso, to Mali, to Senegal. These are French-speaking countries. And you see, with the colonization of Africa in Africa, the colonial masters, the British are more cunning. They like leave you guys, but they run things from behind the scenes. They control this and that behind the scenes, control key actors and policies in a very subtle way. But with the French, it is aggressive. Hopefully, in subsequent episodes of the Emir Saddam show, I will talk about how much the French has held back francophone speaking nations in Africa. How they created a separate currency for these guys that is in the Bank of France, in the central bank in France, and how they people money like it is crazy. They come into your country, these are French countries, take all their wealth, all their mineral resources, convert the money and tell them, okay, no, we give you some. You are not capable. You guys are not yet wise enough to know how to use money. So as a big daddy, you take this and take that. And all the African countries say enough is enough. There's a reason why a 90-something-year-old man is still the president of Cameroon today, Paul Biya, because he's a total stooge to the French government. How can a 90-something-year-old man still be president in Africa today? Because the French are very comfortable with it. The same thing happened across Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, Senegal, and all those countries. They stood up and said, no, enough is enough. We can see the transformation going on in Burkina Faso today. In the space of 3 years, they kicked the French out. Nigerians are inviting the French because of Bola Tinubu's ties. There is not one thing in 2 years you can point and say the French have done to Nigeria. Tinubu, why do you keep going to France? Why do you keep going to France? What is special in France? Are they about to start giving Nigeria free visas? Are they coming to build multinational companies in Nigeria? What is that special interest you have in France that we have not seen in 2 years? And as we speak right now, as this episode is being aired, he's still in France, hopefully to come back. Some say he has gone there for health issues. Some say he has gone there to rest. The official statement is that he has gone there to appraise for a self-appraisal of what he has done in 2 years. So the great things he has done. How he has given Nigeria quality education. How he has created in Nigeria whereby we have 24 hours light now. All the roads are being worked on. The economy is right now the best ever. How a dollar right now is equal to a naira. How fuel is so cheap and available more than water. Bola Tinubu has done a great job for Nigerians right now that he is in France resting. Saying, oh, what a great job I've done. I deserve this rest. I deserve this rest. Nigerians. And Nigerians applaud. Yes, sir, you deserve the rest. You have done so much for us. That is why he's resting in France today. Meanwhile, the reality is that Nigeria is burning. People are being slaughtered from Plateau to Benue to the incident in Edo State to Enugu State. Constant killings. Across the country is blood flowing everywhere. In the midst of all these things, Tinubu is chilling in France and his deputy had the audacity to travel. I went to Senegal. Nigerian presidency with that we are sitting on APC.
Welcome, caller.
It's a joke. And it's a joke that Nigerians must begin to call out. So when powerful people like Chaguri are still chilling in France, and I have tried in the course of my submission to put the piece together for you guys to understand that this man is in France. He lives in France. Chaguri lives in France. Chaguri was the one that was given that the biggest contract ever in Tinubu's history. The building of the so-called coastal road from Lagos to Calabar. That contract was given to Chaguri's company. I cannot remember any public bidding that was made. I cannot remember that passing through due process through the Senate or anything. It was just given. That contract is estimated to cost trillions to the Nigerian finance. Trillions. I don't know. It is mind-boggling that of all the companies in the world, Bola Tinubu found it fit to give his so-called super coastal highway project to is a company owned by Giba Chaguri. Define conflict of interest to me, Nigerians, please. To those that continue to support this criminal attitude of this government, I want to ask you, what is conflict of interest to you? How can you explain that the company of his godfather is a company that has been given the rights for the road? And Nigerians are so, I think Nigerian politicians are the luckiest because Nigerians are so easy to please. Do the road now. They do the road now. They do the road. As long as they do the road now, they know what now. Make him even use their hand do them. There's no accountability. There's no due diligence. There is no pressure on these people. We just allow them to do whatever they like. Oh, what a great feeling to be a Nigerian politician. The greatest feeling ever any man can have is being a Nigerian politician. Because you will have everything you want. Nigerians will give it to you. You don't need to stress yourself. And for people like us that want to hold them accountable, fellow Nigerians will tell you, be careful, oh. Wait till they talk, oh. Be careful, oh. Some will insult you. Some will call you names because you dare to speak truth to power. This isn't about gossip or about hate for the man called Tinubu. No, it's about governance in the country. If key decisions, financial deals, and political strategies are being made offshore in France, what happens to accountability? What happens to democracy? what happened to Nigeria. That we are sitting in Nigeria and decisions have been made about Nigeria from a penthouse in Paris, or probably in Monaco, or probably somewhere else in one little place, wherever it is, but not in Nigeria. And every quarter, the godson goes to France and give appraisal to his master. Is this the kind of governance Nigeria wants? Is this what we want as a people? Today's episode on the Emir Saddam show is not going to be a long one. It's just me opening Nigerian eyes to understand truly the real reason why Bola Tinubu is in France, why he has visited France for 6 consecutive times in the space of 2 years. So you do not have to hit your head, you don't have to stress yourself, you don't have to wonder, keep all the permutations. The man that is in charge of Eco Atlantic City, the man that owns Eco Atlantic City, the man that is currently sitting on the biggest contract in the federal government of Bola Tinubu, that man is the reason why Bola Tinubu is in France. I don't even understand it. I don't want to start thinking what these guys are discussing behind the scenes with Nigerian finances. What deals these guys? I don't even want to. It is because when you begin to think, the more scarier it becomes. So that's why you should understand how important it is as Nigerians that we hold this government feet to fire. The mainstream media will not discuss about this. They will never talk about the connections. They will never talk about the shady deals. They will never talk about the conflict of interest. They will not talk. I even forgot to say it, that the president's son sits on the board of one of the companies of the Chaguris. The conflict of interest is so, in any sane democracy, the current parliament in Nigeria should have started investigation into what we're saying right now, should have been questioning what is our business with France. We do not speak French. If all our neighboring countries are running away, breaking up on France, why are you taking us to France, Bola? What is the business you have with France? If you're the president of a country, your personal business should never take head position over the country's interest. Why are you going to the country where your godfather resides for 6 good times and you never come back with anything good? Not once have you come back and say, give French cookies for Nigerians, share for Nigerians French cookies or something. You never come back with anything good. When you come back, it's same propaganda, same lies that we're going to be fed with when you come back. Meanwhile, so many shady things have gone behind the scenes. And that's why the Emir Saddam show is said to hold you and the government accountable. It is important we hold our House of Reps, senators accountable, because these guys this is the worst set of politicians Nigeria has ever had in history. It's the worst set. From Akpabio, this is the worst Senate president in the history of Nigeria. The Senate is meant to check and balance the activities of the executives. But we have a Senate that all they do is to make sure that everything the executive do pass through. There is no accountability. There is nothing that they are going to say or do to checkmate Tinubu. They are there to. They stand in the Senate House and sing, "On your mandate, we shall stand." How has Nigeria fallen so bad? We have the worst set of criminals running this country, and it's important Nigerians begin to speak up and stand up. If we don't fix Nigeria in our lifetime, if we allow these people that are already at the door living, they are the door of life, they are living. Bola Tinubu doesn't have 20 years again to live. These are facts. No matter how much you reduce his age, he doesn't have 20 years again on it. Young Nigerians, our future is at stake. What will we tell our children in 20 years' time from now? What did you do? What did you say? When an 80-year-old man was running the country down, what was your contribution? Were you one of those that kept silent because it doesn't concern you? Or because Nigeria matter don't tire you? Or because you were scared? Or were you one of those that stood up and spoke truth to power? Posterity and time will remember our actions and inactions of today. Nigerians, we really need to begin to ask these people questions. We really need to wake ourselves up. I am trying to make sure that Nigerians wake up here. Because as it stands right now, every institution in the country has been stolen by these guys. Every institution in the country is controlled by these guys. There is nothing that is working in the country anymore. From the civil societies to the judiciary to the executive to the legislators, they are all in the pocket of one man. There is no checking, there is no balancing anything. Media. And that is why I am also one more time challenging young Nigerians to stand up and speak up. Every single day Bola Tinubu is giving us content. But Nigerians will prefer to go and use it and do meme, comedy, laugh and joke about it. We joke about our very existence, our very life. We need to do better as a people. It is our inability to hold people responsible that is making them thrive today. I'll make them thrive till tomorrow. So I'm asking questions on this episode. Nigerians, wake up. Connect the dots. Chaguri is very powerful. Tinubu is the president. France is the meeting ground. And the Nigerian people are mostly kept in the dark. Because the media, the mainstream media, will not say this. They will never talk about it. So share this episode, my brothers and sisters, friends and foes. Let's start this conversation. Let's demand transparency. Let's demand accountability. Keep the distractions aside. And let's face our common reality. As I always say on the platform, we have to build a Nigeria that works for everyone, or a Nigeria that works for no one. It cannot keep working for some certain people. It cannot keep working for just a set of the elite class. that represent 0.1% of the populace, while majority of Nigerians languish in abject penury. Look at the rate of suicide. Young Nigerians are taking their lives just because of what the country is putting them through. Dreams are dying every single day in Nigeria. Young dreams, great dreams are being killed every day in that country. Why? Because we have a very ineffective government in power. Politicians that do not care about me and you. All they care about is themselves. They create chaos, create divisions, let me and you kill ourselves, insult ourselves, while they continue to plunder. And they look from upstairs to we that are downstairs and they laugh at us because I've all been foolish for so long. How long will you as a Nigerian continue to be foolish? How long will you as a Nigerian continue to slave for this political class? How long will you as a Nigerian continue to feign ignorance? Today you're 30 BG, tomorrow you are FC, next tomorrow you're outsider, next tomorrow you're this. We find trivial things to just divert our attention from our main problems, while our main problems keep staring at us. If you did not run away from Nigeria last year, it is harder this year. How many run away from the country? How many people can jump out from Nigeria today, as the case may be? And those are already jumped out, that are fortunate to have jumped out, are facing the reality across the globe. There is no place like home. And if we do not fix home, home will never be fixed, because the crux and the crop of criminals that we have right now in power are the worst we have ever had in the history of that country. Sani Abacha had nothing on these people. Do you understand what it means for Nigerians to miss Buhari? Do you understand how the calamity we have in power right now for Nigerians to be missing Buhari? Do you understand how disastrous it must be for Nigerians to miss Buhari? And I tell you, it's going to get worse. I'm not a prophet of doom. I pray well for Nigeria. I pray every day for Nigeria. I wish well for Nigeria. But the truth is that prayers can just do a little bit. The power to change Nigeria is in the hands of the people. Is it that we wake up as a collective and fix this country, or we keep playing docility and watch these criminals ravage, plunder that country to death? And that's why I come to the end of today's show, the Emir Saddam Show. I hope I've convinced you. I hope I've opened your eyes. If you did not, you are not seeing, don't stress yourself anymore. Never stress yourself, because you're still going to go on that trip to France. Maybe in the next 6 months. Maybe it's 3 months, but you'll still go to France. So when next is in France, do not worry yourself and wonder, why is this man always in France? I have done the hard work for you today. He has gone to meet with his godfather, the real owner of Nigeria, Gilbert Chagori. And until I see you guys next time on the Emir Saddam Show, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So please do not forget to subscribe, follow, and stay tuned for our next episode. It's going to be powerful. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet. That's because the truth of the matter is that the politicians are not just the problem. Nigerians are the problem. Nigerians are majorly the problem, because if less than 100,000 people are putting over 200 million people to chains, then there's a problem with over 200 million people, not the 100,000 people. And I identify myself that information is one of the key pointers to where the 200 million people are lacking. Lack of quality information. All they read on their newspapers, their dailies, all they listen to in their radios, their televisions, are all government-sponsored propaganda. Coming from a man that built his charisma and character on propaganda, the All Propaganda Congress. Everything about him is propaganda. He owns one of the top radio TV stations in Nigeria. He controls majority of all the radio stations, from southwest to the south to the north. If probably I'm going to do an expose on that for you to understand how deep and entrenched the man that is sitting in Aso Rock has on the media. All your dailies, all your newspaper dailies have either been paid by him, have been bought by him, or he even owns them outrightly. So if you think this information I'm saying right now will ever get to the grassroots, you're in for a shocker. It will never get to the grassroots. It will be circulating around the social media, probably internet, or except you take the information that you've heard right now to the grassroots yourselves. So we Nigerians have to begin to understand that we have to be mobile working antennas, mobile working radio stations, mobile working TV stations, mobile working newspapers. So if you're in the marketplace, you're in the public space, you're in a transport station, you're in a bus, public bus, you're in a public, wherever you are passing this information to Nigerians, because many Nigerians don't even know where their problem comes from. I'm going to have a special episode on where I'm going to break down how these guys have systematically kept Nigerians in bondage for so long. It's a pyramid that has been created, and I have dissected it, and I'm going to break it down to Nigerians. So you see all the layers that they have built to help subjugate the people. Why are they still in chains today and don't even know they're in chains? There is a reason why Nigerians are not reactive. There's a reason why Nigerians are passing through hell, and still they're pushing through the walls of hell, trying to break through it, instead of trying to find the reason why they're in hell. In a land so blessed, in a land of plenty, there is no reason why Nigerians should be in poverty today. There is no reason why Nigerians should lack. The problem lies in bad governance by people. Now, until I see you guys next time, please remember this is the Emir Saddam Show, where we speak bold truths into practice, and I tell you, you can even do better than I do. And the girl said the dark souls must be operated if Nigeria must succeed. This rascality cannot be sustained. I truly deeply agree with you, Annie girl, that the dark souls must be operated if Nigeria must succeed. The success of Nigeria lies in our operating of these dark criminal souls holding us hostage. Chijoke Victory said, you are doing a great job. Speaking truth in Nigeria is a dangerous job. It is a dangerous job, but living in Nigeria is more dangerous than speaking truth in Nigeria. I tell you the truth, living in Nigeria is more dangerous. The quicker we fix living in Nigeria, the better for us. And the only way we can fix living in Nigeria is by speaking truth in Nigeria that you think is dangerous. Thank you. And yes, Emir Saddam, it's great to finally see your face. Thank you for standing for your ground against all odds. Ophila Adi, thank you so much. Oh, the Gloria Ayo said how we needed this. Thank you, Emir. Thank you, Gloria. Mary Akman say thank you so much for giving your views on the state of the nation. It's time we rise up and take back our nation. This is exactly what I want to see. This is exactly the reactions I want to get from Nigerians.
Okay, you heard that. I promised I was going to bring you back so we can listen to it. So there we have it. All right, we're going to go straight into it. Where's my... Isn't the app? Where are my bookmarks? They don't move the location. Hey, Emagbamio. Where is my bookmark? Oh? They don't move location. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Did they move location? Kenny, are you still there? They have moved location. No. What did X just do? This is wild. Where's my bookmark? Let me see. Let me find out. Hey, this is wild. I can't find. Oh my goodness. Let me refresh again. This is strange. Omo, people, I don't understand. My bookmark has moved. Oh my goodness. Guys, I can't find my bookmark.
Make your browser fast.
I cannot find my bookmarks. Oh. Wetin dey happen? Okay, let me go out. Let me go out of let me exit and maybe come back in. I have to sign out. I probably need to sign out. Let me see. Log out. Whew. Yes, log out. Log out. Log out. Okay, I'm going to try to go back in afresh. So I'm going to go off camera because I don't want you guys to know what my password is. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It will only be a minute I made it. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Okay. Da-na-na. Okay, so I don't know. I think it's really moved for real. It has moved. I can't find it. I don't know. Is anybody here on Twitter that can tell me possibly where it has relocated to? Because for the life of me, I can't find it too. They've moved the, and I had some videos stored up there that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me see if I can use this other device to go in and see what's up, what's crack-a-lacking. Did you hear that your minister for, is it minister for defense or whatever his name is, Tuga? It was on CNN. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see him on CNN? He went to give an interview. I'm going to bring it here. I think I stored a clip of it. Okay, something has definitely changed on this app. Wait, let me see. See bookmark now. Okay, well, I don't know what to say now. I did log out and log back in. So why is it not showing me my bookmark? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, got it. Now me not look well. Okay, there we go.
Paris Dokubo, agitate for your land. We not deny that one. They want to all about me. This man change. They can tell them. Asari Dokubo, parents now from Igbo, his grandfathers now from Igbo. Now this man they betray his own Igbo people too. He betrayed them. Are they not friends before? Asari Dokubo will come out because they talk from social media say he not be Nigeria, say he be from Biafra. He later went to the federal government, took a contract where he can employ his job boys. Cook it both most of thing, he both bar. Nigeria I send them. That contract when take Nigeria I get the contract. It's a business now to enrich in family with his children. Now business, he be contractor. So he go take contract to go fight IPO. Then he go employ some of the job boys and because they give them small thing, they take the rest, they do what you want to. Your own tribe people, you betray them. You don't kill them. Make a mission paper when waiting to we are one of my what happen? After I take the contract, my IPO when my not so him back. They employ some boys from my community too. On a promise for Dominic Abe Mola, so what does he succeed? What succeeds in them? He send another troop again. Go fight them because they see Ghana must go off.
dollar for them. He killed them. My brother died inside. Now they hear me, my brother died inside. For the betraying game when they started to come play. They mad. They Jones. No money. You can't be some crap about the no money. Zogma money. Space where some guy some struggle. You must get space with. Now contracts. Now contracts to empower on ourselves. Now every job boys, now they pay. You dey feed the whole Asian nation. Something they worry you. Then you go take another contract again to go kill bandits. You employ people say whether you get security company, royal waiting security company. Now you show people now get the company. No be starting to come up with the family now get the company. So that one mean say na Asian now you dey fight for. Contract as a contractor you contract more 50 million you near. You go in the contract come again modern plan.
Present a case to Donald. U.S. Congress is about to present a case to Donald Trump over breaking Nigeria into northern and southern Nigeria. The north will be the Muslim part of Nigeria, while the south will be the Christian part of Nigeria. According to the report, I'm sure most of you have seen that video, where the U.S. Congressman, Ray Moore, was addressing the Congress, telling them that they're about to present that suggestion to Donald Trump, that the best way that Nigeria can exist without controversy and religious crisis is to divide the country into northern and southern Nigeria, which is the Muslims will stay on their own, while the Christians will stay on their own. The report said, U.S. Congress to propose the breaking of Nigeria to President Donald Trump. We will provide options for President Trump on Nigeria. This January 2026, U.S. Congressman Ray Moore said, breaking up Nigeria will be one of the options to create a safe zone for Christians in Nigeria. Half Muslim, half Christian has never worked, and it will never work. Islam in Nigeria will not accept equality, according to this report. After this news, everywhere you can see this post and the caption from another man telling the North to wake up, that the U.S. Congress has proposed to break up Nigeria. This news sent a very serious shockwaves to the North, because these guys does not want anything that will bring separation in the country. Do you think that this suggestion by Ray Moore to suggest to Donald Trump to divide this country into northern and southern Nigeria, do you think this is going to be the best option?
I'll leave that for you guys to answer.
Police in a U-turn has admitted that gunmen who abducted dozens of worshippers during Sunday Mass in northern Kaduna state. The admission comes after they dismissed the initial report, saying that they had found no proof of any kidnappings and described the report as totally false. The Nigerian police said that the subsequent verification from operational units and intelligence sources has confirmed that the incident did occur. It added that the police officer's remark termed the incident as rumor were intended to prevent unnecessary panic while facts were being confirmed. On Sunday, armed gunmen kidnapped dozens of worshippers from 2 churches in northern Nigeria. On Monday, a state lawmaker, Usman Lami, he claimed that a total of 177 people were abducted by an armed group. According to reports, 11 people escaped while 168 are still missing. Residents corroborated the report and shared accounts of the kidnappings. Some even accused the police of politicizing the attacks.
When they came, they kidnapped my 2 wives and 3 children. Also, 2 of my brothers that have 3 children each are among those kidnapped. We have almost 20 victims just within our extended family that have been kidnapped.
I was there. I ran away because I saw them. I was very, very afraid for seeing them. They gathered all the people, both the 2 churches, and then carried them away. That was what I saw.
The latest kidnapping adds pressure on Nigeria's government. While U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly claimed persecution of Christians in Nigeria, the government has denied systematic persecution of Christians in the country and asserts that it is working to tackle Islamist and criminal groups that target both Muslims and Christian communities for ransom.
To come in our house one-on-one. First president. Anything to be here. For him to come in our house one-on-one, come and talk to us. We see him. Which president have ever done it for his life? In the history of Nigeria. In the history of Nigeria. Which president has done it? We prepare for him. We will vote for him. Once we vote, we follow our vote. If the best to this nation. Sometimes this is the promise. If they get to give him this time around, this is the not first time in coming in Kubo. This is the second time in coming in Kubo. Presently, with the leg match, everybody see him. Yes. We are not boasting. He come, show his with. He's going to be the best president for the whole world. That's all. Yes.
They should leave sentiment. They should leave sentiment. They should leave sentiment in this country. Sentiment will not help this country. Thank you very much.
Best president. Anything to be here. For him to come in our house one-on-one, come.
Doesn't take much to please Nigerians at all. Look at all of them came out and are defending. Anyway, Boko Haram bombers hit military convoy in Borno. Okay? That was a couple of hours ago. I beg, the king and people of Bassa, they welcomed and adopted Peter Obi as the father of their community. They don't give him clothes to wear.
Don't stand in front. Don't stand in front.
That's it. That's it for that. Okay, we're now.
Vandalizing whatever is not the problem. How many of your political leaders have you arrested for vandalizing our properties, our money? How many of them have you arrested for looting our treasure?
Sydney. All right, thank you. Welcome, oh, Sid. Long
you
time.
You are arresting these people. You are forgetting that you don't care for them, so they are looking for what to eat. But that is a sign of poverty in your country.
Barrister, looking for what to eat does not guarantee them going to vandalize properties.
Hold on. Your leader that vandalized our treasury. David, who arrested them? As I'm talking to you now, 210 trillion naira is missing from NMPC. And nobody is accounting for it. Who stole that money? David, who stole that money? Who has been arrested? Because you see, people, helpless people that they don't have a voice. They vandalize property, they vandalize it. That money could be used to take care of those people. Give them a better life. That money could be used to better Nigeria so that you don't have such occurrences. The people that vandalize those, is it not to sell it and then have money in their pocket to eat? Is that not what they did? Are they going to eat it? No. When you see things like this, go and check yourself.
But that's also a crime. That's also a crime.
Look, yes, you made them. I told you here that the society prepares the crime and then the criminal commits it. David, do they buy property in America? Tell me. Do they vandalize things like that in UK, in Canada? Please answer me. Okay. Do they loot that kind of money anywhere in the Western world? That's 210 trillion naira missing from one government institution and nobody's talking about, nobody's accounting for it. Rather, the man at the NPC told us that the money was misplaced. You mislaced that kind of money. And nobody has rendered account of what happened. And you are blaming people. If those people if they had 3 square meters, if they had means of livelihood, would they be looking for something to vandalize? No, tell me that in America, that's what they do. They vandalize a national asset and all that. Nobody will care for such things over there because the government has taken care of them. David, the government gave them welfare system. David, people are looking for 3 square meters a day. They can't find it. So you look, you are going to arrest more. I see this for what do you call your name? You will arrest more. Until you start arresting those who looted our treasury, arrest them. so that you balance the equation. You cannot arrest only those people because you see that they have no mouth, they can't talk.
Well,
nobody to fight for them. But the real people that are destroying national assets, you can't arrest them. David, you cannot arrest them. You and your government, you can't arrest them. So you want me to clap for you now? You have arrested people. Hey, thank you. You have arrested people.
Well, we're also not.
Thank you, OC. Thank you. I beg, help me tell those whenever like me they like Biko. I beg una.
I'm here to plead with you to help us save the missing in Kajuru in Nigeria. 167 Christian lives are in imminent threat of extermination in Nigeria. Government officials are covering up an attack that took 167 Christians captive into what I call the open-air Auschwitz death camps that operate in the Rijana forest near to Nigerian military installations. On Sunday, 3 churches in Kajuru County, Kaduna State, were attacked in a simultaneous coordinated assault. I'm Didi Lagason, president of Save the Persecuted Christians. I am appalled at news of the official denials of the attack and call on Western media to move quickly to untangle the lies and expose the truth. There is no time. A local village leader initially told the BBC a coordinated church attack had occurred in a village of about 1,000 people and nearly 200 are missing. No deaths were reported. But when county and security officials arrived, suddenly the story flipped. Outsiders and journalists are barred from the area, and the entire event is actively being swept under the rug. I have spoken with Adara Christians, my friends in Kaduna, who know the truth and have confirmed the attack, but cannot speak out as it is too dangerous. These precious innocents, 167 remaining in captivity, are now at risk of mass murder. They cannot be freed by ransom, or they will unravel the deceit. It is the duty of the journalists to get the facts. Many Nigerian officials are complicit. They profit massively from the industry that is kidnapped for ransom. They are protecting their profits and funding terrorism. Entire Christian communities have been hauled off into the Rijana hostage camps. Even more have been bankrupted by the evil scheme. This is how genocide occurs. Now is the time. This is the moment. Expose the Fulani militia atrocities occurring daily in the Rijana camps. President Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, Honorable Mark Walker, Secretary Rubio, Reps Riley Moore, Chris Smith, Bill Huizenga, and Marlon Stutzman and Senator Cruz don't believe the lies. Save Kajuro's missing. And please pray for these 167 souls. The deceit, the lies, it must end. Genocide is happening against Christians in Nigeria. Thanks for listening.
Hey, Nigerian government, they voice me. Let me see. There's another video that I want to show. We've already listened to that, so I'm not playing it again. Donald Trump, eh? Hey, God. May God not let you enter Donald Trump trap. Oh. Hey, the man will take you to Gongo.
What they did is
That's the expose people chat. God. That man don't get
if
chill.
the idea came from them, the federal government should congratulate them because that is the national service they did. What the federal government could not do, IPOB members or the Igbo invited Donald Trump to come and do it. So why are they not attacking Donald Trump? If what he came to do here was not in the interest of Nigeria, why should they not own up? In fact, they should be praising themselves that they have done a national duty for Nigeria. IPOB members, when they accuse you of being responsible for Donald Trump, beat your chest and say, yes, we thank God we did it, yes. That is what they refused to do. They now invited somebody who came to do it. And let me tell you, remember they have proclaimed IPOB as a terrorist organization. So if actually they were terrorist organization, would Donald Trump have listened to them? All this is a shame on the federal government. A group they should recognize for who they are, what they represent. You are not demonizing them, vilifying them, but elsewhere, outside here, they are recognized. So, if they accuse you that you are the one that brought Donald, beat your chest and say, yes, we did it. And he came for the good of Nigeria. Okay. All right.
Actions and inactions of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that necessitated it. At the national level, it is because of the actions and inactions of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that necessitated ADC. ADC was a political contraction, an attempt to ensure that Nigeria does not slide in one-party state. What they had planned before is that they weren't supposed to have option. Labour Party was supposed to be dead on arrival. PDP was supposed to be dead on arrival. Those two parties that contested with Bola Ahmed Tinubu he practically wanted to ensure that they die a natural death, so that in 2027 none of them will be allowed to throw up a candidate that will contest. How could they have done that? We saw the actions and inactions of Yeson Wiki. How the man master. If you want to understand how the true color of the politics played out, you saw how the party was head stranded. For over 2 years, it could not hold one NWC meeting. And Wiki came out, and Wiki, who is a member of the PDP, serving the APC government, instructing his men to work for APC. All those loyalists of Wiki and those they worked assiduously for APC. And everybody knows that that's where Wiki's interest is in. That one held the party by the jugular. Just after Atiku left, because the attempt was to frustrate Atiku and frustrate the people they knew. Because those are little candidates Nigeria still possibly are looking towards. The attempt was to hold one in the Labour Party, frustrate him, hold Atiku PDP. When Atiku left PDP, all of a sudden, Anyanwu Samdadi, who had said he will never resign, he's the secretary or 20th secretary by God, he has resigned all of a sudden. Damagu has resigned suddenly. They've not heard the end of in respect of 2 months. They have all the NWC have resigned and they are planning for a convention. And they went there and they said they have zoned their ticket to the south. That's PDP. And yet Wike is not contesting. The man who said he wants power desperately to contest. So if you see all this, what they will do is that they are waiting for Peter Obi, as they have said, to move into the PDP because they are not throwing the card. So they want Peter Obi and the obedience to endorse Tinubu in 2027. That's the plan. PDP is not a serious party. How can you have leadership of political party where the leaders are openly supporting their strongest political rival? You saw here the other day again, the State government came out and said he's supporting his endorsing Tinubu for second tenure. The man is still a leader of the People's Party. Yes, Wike has said he's endorsing Bola Ahmed Tinubu for second tenure, and he's still their party. So who are they deceiving? Who they don't want to mess up? So that is what they've done to the People's Party. They've reduced it to nothing, to mere political pop. And everybody was serious about giving a fight to this government because this government has failed woefully, and there's no doubt about that. And even the APC people say agree that there's no area, there's no one sector that Tinubu has gone into that you can say he came, he saw, and he conquered. He had conquered nothing, he had done nothing, no achievement in any particular sector you can mention. If you move into the Labour Party, you see the Labour Party is so factionalized now that even the Alex Otti, the only governor they have in that party, when he was doing his local government election, could not use Labour Party to fight candidates for local government. He had to go and borrow Senate Labour Party. They now use. Today there are 2 executives. One Labour Party with the Abure, another one led by Alex Otti and a few other cronies. Peter Obi now practically left the party. They chased the man out. The desperation was to kill those men and kill the person that they can't run. And all of a sudden now they say that Atiku has gotten an option. Their attempt now is to give Obi another option, so that both of the opposition votes will be divided and will practically impossible for them now for the opposition to get together. People who want to move out to now put their votes in one basket and kick the man out of Asuro. So it's a double-pronged approach of them, and Nigerians are conscious about it, and we are looking and we are hoping. You know, this time we know Atiku is going to clinch the ticket of the ADC, and Obi will be run with him as vice, and that ticket is what will lead to the collapse of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. And we've asked. Why is ADC now? I don't know why this is coming up at this particular point in time. There's no coalition that has been put together. 3 years, this is 2025. The after 2026 election is 2027. Ordinarily, a coalition election ought to occur, let's say June, July 2026. What's happening now? Because of the way and manner President has hacked down the political platforms and also providing clueless governance. His governance style is unprecedented when it comes to.
All right. The issue that what we're seeing today with the emergence of the ADC coalition is many of the gladiators in the ADC coalition are saying what the APC government led by President Ahmed Tinubu promised has not been materialized. That's the reason why they have pulled out to form this coalition. How true is that?
You know, it's not just an issue of what the guy promised. The man promised and could not fulfill. To make matter worse, even the things we had before, he took them away from us. This issue, he made some mention. You know, every time I come on air, I try not to get angry. But there's some things you just hear, you have no choice but to get angry because they are very pedestrian. You see, he's talking about the issue of fuel subsidy. They instead of making it look as though that the Nigerian federal government was carrying the burden of the Nigerian people, and when they got very tired, they give the burden back to the people now to bear the burden. That's wrong. They made it look as though that the subsidy was like an illegitimate palliative that was given to Nigerian people, and the Nigerian people ought to be grateful for the period they had it. See, there are over 50 countries in the world that still subsidize energy for its citizens, and that is we included with the United States of America is still inclusive. So the idea of energy subsidy is a standard practice worldwide. And what killed the Nigerian popular government is not the subsidy itself; it is the corruption. There's corruption associated with subsidy. And as I speak to you today, even though Nigeria does not have fuel subsidy anymore, the corruption around the fuel subsidy still persists. Nigeria still has 4 refineries and no one is functioning. Nigeria still engaged in the exploitation of crude oil. So all of those inefficiencies within the petroleum sector, it is not the Nigerian people that now bear the burden. Tinubu came on board, he removed the humongous resources the Nigerian government was used to cushion the effect of those crime and criminality. First start by Nigerian politicians. That irregularity is still taking place today. That's why fuel stick is skyrocketing over and over and over. And we are buying at the prices we buy it now. You talk about no fuel subsidy. After he left subsidy, he went to education. He removed the subsidy in education. And now came up with one dubious education loan that has no bearing on Nigeria Republic. Nobody has since have been in those things for how many years now has gotten one education loan that we know both in public domain. That thing only exists. Even the prerequisite for accessing a loan, they tell you to go and bring a level 14 federal civil service. How many of us have level?
That loan, from what I heard, has accumulated about over 7 billion naira.
It's for cronies of the APC. They are the ones who are giving it to their cronies and allies. The APC stakeholders and leaders are using it for them.
Ask questions.
He removed the palliative fuel subsidy, removing education. He went for that, removing the electricity tariff. Anywhere Nigerians, government is for the welfare and security of the citizens. What is welfare? If you cannot provide something for your citizen state, as if that was not enough, he started increasing taxation. What he did, he went to do, he's a tax man. He went to retire the tax reform and started collecting money from every conceivable sector. From data, from telecom to banking sector. If you transfer money now, they'll move 15 naira. If you buy 2 gig in Nigeria, it's not when you buy 2 gig in Europe. 2 gig in Europe can last you for 2 months, but 2 gig here will last you 2 days. That's the challenge we are in Nigeria. So he made it possible. He started removing money from the private sector. That is to say, everybody knows that individuals in the private sector are the ones who truly manage resources, who can convert value. Federal government, Nigeria federal government in particular, is totally inept and clueless. They have no value for investment. When you begin to take money from private investors, from private-owned companies, from individuals, and begin to give it to government, that is if you are taking money from a prudent manager and giving it to a wasteful manager. If the Nigerian federal government should invest 1 million naira in a project, the project neither converts nor retain 1 million naira. But if a private sector should use 1 million naira for a project, the project retains such or converts such amount of money in a short period of time. That is to say, the economy, they collected what they supposed to give, and they started collecting the palliative they gave, they removed it. Then the money that the people had, they started removing it directly and indirectly. That was what brought to this command. So that we have parallel inflation. Today, the Nigerian economy is devastated with the consistent devaluation of our resources. You're talking about the money is stable, is it affordable? When something is available but it's not affordable, or what business is, we have inflation, double inflation, we have insecurity. The people that have died in this Buhari, the Tinubu government, within justice, it's more than people that have died in Buhari's 8 years. The statistics are the statistics. Go to the National Bureau of Statistics. This publication is public domain. If you talk about the poverty, the unemployment, these things have gone high. So when you say Tinubu has done well, you should tell me the area has done well so that we will know. Call the sector he has done well that has changed. The place he has repositioned, he has remapped and rewired. What exactly has he promised that he has delivered? He came out and said, if I don't give you light in 4 years, go vote me out. Where you see light in this country? So the man has no bearing, he has no concern. When you are elected into a public office, the minute you are placed into a position of power to solve a problem, and you cannot solve that problem, you become the problem. The only problem Nigeria has today is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And we have said, we are not interested in having a certain problem there or another problem. Once we identify that you are the problem, we boot you out.
Well, there are those who feel different. I mean, like, most of it.
No, see, it is the politicians.
Subjective
It
opinion
is the politicians. Let me answer you.
When you say Mr. President is the only problem in Nigeria.
It's the only problem. The first thing you will do when a man who is in a hole, the first thing you do is put out a hole.
Una hear say problem dey brew for Kogi APC. They say presidency don direct Ododo to honor one-term agreement and be prepared to hand over to Tinubu core loyalists Adeleke after his tenure. Okay now. Okay.
I was in my room maintaining friendship. Don't he ask the press secretary to go and find me? How can that be possible? Me, of all people. I'm the lion of the street. If anybody thinks the APC will finish fighting here, another party will. It's not going to happen. President Tinubu is a Democrat. He must allow the democratic process to take place. I support that. You support that. Don't you support that?
Mumu people the answer. Mumu.
That the man. The man has nobody. He said he will retire all politicians in Abia. Has never said retire all politicians. No. They can never say retire all politicians. No. It's only in Abia. They will take people who don't know their left to right to be commissioners. Those people don't even know their police unit. I can tell you the truth. They will come out to fight.
Oga Ojizokalu, whatever your name is. Oga Ojizokalu. All of us go gather. We go beat una blue black. Una know they come Abia State come recount. That are the only eye when we take a look for Nigeria right now. So may you rest your old self, okay? Go take several seats. And know that you get children. May your children talk to you. Not try this thing though. Not put body this time. All of us, everybody eye the red. I don't know wetin they give you because you don't chop belle full. You they give speech when no go anywhere. Anyway, 2027. Me, I trust my Abia people. They no go let una turn their state when they don't suffer. See, I just see one bus terminal now. One bus terminal. See the transformation. Hey. I say wow. Woo. See am now. Now even APC person I share am. Make I post am. I go share am with us right now. Make I share. Hold on. Let me find that video. I been not one share am before. I can't say bam. Okay. I don't save am. If you see the bus terminal transformation, good governance is not rocket science. Make una listen to una foreign minister Metama Tuga. As $9 million work don't flop now, reality don't they open everywhere. Let's listen.
The conflict in the Sahel, it's not removed from what happened in Libya many years ago. It's not removed from the proliferation of weaponry, of fighters, and the climate change issues, and so many other complex issues.
Climate change, Ogbe. See these liars. Climate change, Oga.
And I think with regards to narratives, it's also important to see Nigeria for what it is, a very diverse country that actually has not fared badly compared to countries that are more homogeneous, that we have been living with each other in peace, in spite of some of the fringe or even areas in border areas that yes now are cascading downwards, but very important to define it for what it is so that we can find the right solutions. We have forest guards, we have
where the forest guards? Where the forest guards? All of una go just go international TV, liberal channels go they lie. We are here anyway. Now we be India now. May I listen to my this thing, Jare, my president.
We will never forget it. I want to assure you, without mixing with Your Excellency, that the appointed time when we need to do what we need to do because of this visitation you have paid us, we'll do the right thing. We'll mobilize our people in mass, just as you have seen them outside.
Oh, really? See, you go Nigeria? Whoa! Oh, my! Now you not bring Gary come back for me, or even granite.
We have always
I'm
known
telling
Buhari
you,
as the
wasted
president of
years
the
in
Federal Republic of
Abia.
Nigeria because you understand the plight of the common person.
Wicked man. Occultic power go, they go, he go choke them.
The people of Kubo, Your Excellency, 2020, 2023, during the last election, were in their mass to canvass for your mandate. I want to assure you that all you need to do when the time comes is get the primary ticket for us. Once you get the primary ticket for us, Your Excellency, leave the grassroots for us. We'll do our best. We welcome you and God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, now they take give our clothes.
My name is Comedy Kiostin. I'm the chairman of Kubo Timber Shed.
Okay. That's the guy they sweat. Now so that place hot. Now wow, no AC. You just go back from Nigeria, you went to Abia, no be cho. You should say I no go take vacation, go there Abia State. But it's just that they not get straight flight to Abia. I don't want to go anywhere else. I wish they get international flight straight to Abia. That would have been lovely. Eh? Good governance is possible to Nigerians. Eh? Nigerians are the problem. When a Fulani Islamic fundamentalist is foreign minister, what do you expect? Abina. I went to the roads that were very bad. The man has from some places, even traffic lights. I will show you people now. Make una wait first. I go show you. Hey! I say, my goodness. Eh? We'll listen to this new video first.
Yeah, hello friends. A lot of things are happening in Nigeria and it's quite heart-wrenching, so extremely disturbing. It looks like these people will never ever stop. And of course, there's nothing that will indicate that more than the fact that instead of this guy to act, they went as far as coming to the United States to contract lobbyists, the DCI lobby group, to help in polishing their image. Because like we keep saying, the best way to polish one's image is to act, But these guys, for the fact that they are contracting over $9 million, they are contracting the DCI for over $9 million for just a year, the highest ever that the DCI group has ever gotten. It's an indicator of the fact that they are not ready to stop. So we're in for a very long thing. You see, I've never in my entire life ever thought that I would want a different country from these guys. But
everybody has gotten there
I'm
now.
facing reality right now because
Let's
these guys don't
divide
want to
the
stop.
goddamn thing. Okay.
The Fulanis who have been killing people every day in Nigeria have the support of their people from the caliphate to those in government. Because if those people from the caliphate, from the Sultanate Sokoto, to the likes of El Rufai, to the likes of Ganduji, to the likes of Ribadu, to the likes of even Shetima, will come together and ask these people to stop. I'm telling you to stop today. But they will never stand up because it's a collective agenda. That's the truth. That's the truth. And look, the genocide happening in Nigeria is the worst form of genocide anywhere in the world. The worst form of genocide anywhere in the world. And that is why the official records captures it that out of every 10 Christians killed in Nigeria, 7 out of every 10 Christians killed in the world are Nigerians. Killed by the Islamists for what? For what? Look at what happened this weekend, this Sunday in Kaduna State, in Kajuru, in Kurminwali. 3 churches were raided by Fulani terrorists, and 177 persons were abducted, kidnapped. 11 escaped. And right now, the Fulani terrorists are with the abductees in the forest, the Christian abductees, straight from the church. The government of Kaduna denied, the police denied, and the chairman of the local government denied. You see, these people are so wise and so strategic, like I keep saying, to plant people within our midst. Like the chairman is a Christian, but he was denying what happened to his own people. So these people, these Fulani Islamists, have planted people all over, our own brethren. If you come to Benue State, from the state government level to the local government level, infiltrated, they plant so much people. Plateau State the same, National State the same, Kaduna the same. And that goes to show you the agenda that has been there. And for any agenda to succeed, there must be moles. So they've had so much moles. For some of us, we're not surprised because even Judas Even amongst the 12, there was a Judas. So imagine amongst 1 million, how many Judases we will have. On the flip side, just imagine what happened in Kajuru this Sunday. Let's imagine that it was a mosque. Sunday service in Christendom is like Jumat, the Jumat mosque on Friday for the Muslims. So just imagine that a Jumat mosque was going on, and then a Christian militia group, like the Biro militia group or a Tiv militia group, operating in, let's say, Kano or Bauchi or Jigawa, goes to these 3 mosques and abduct people during Jumat. Just imagine. The Islamist war will call this the worst genocide ever recorded in the history of mankind. And they'll start burning everywhere. So we'll be so tolerant. You see, people like, I know how many Muslims friends I've lost because they say, oh, fam, we thought you are not like this. I've never been like this, but I've been on the defensive. I've seen my community become destroyed. I've seen people I grew up with completely being killed for nothing in their own land. Fulani do not belong to Benue State, for instance. So there's no justification you come into communities and killing people and then you begin to say it was cattle grazing. Cattle grazing, how? We regulated cattle grazing. You refuse to abide by it. You say you want Sharia. In Nigeria, look, we are a secular state. I keep mentioning this example that Senegal is 95% Muslim. But there's no Sharia. We just watched what happened in Morocco recently, the tournament, the AFCON. You could see Moroccan ladies in the stadium with their hair free. That is a free society. Religion should be private. Hijab does not originate from Islam. It started right from the Jewish period up to Christianity. But they feel that Christian ladies do not are wayward. No, it's because the religion allows liberty, and so it feels that, look, if you can adhere to what Christ has preached, good and fine. And so it leaves you at your own liberty. If not, the last of hijab covering does not emanate from Islam. It's a traditional, Jewish tradition up to Christianity. And that's why the Reverend sisters, they still cover themselves. But we are a religion that allows liberty, knowing that it's between you and your God. That is how religion should be. You don't force religion on people. And by the way, there is no nation on the surface of the earth practicing Sharia that is a model nation. Not Afghanistan, not Iran. Iran said they are an Islamic republic and they want to spread Islam all around the world. Sharia must go all around the world. They want to stage a jihad. And ironically, the arms they are using are produced in the Christian nation of Russia. They want to use arms from a Christian country to spread jihad. They go as far as an atheist nation, a nation that does not believe in God, atheist nation of North Korea, to develop her nuclear capabilities. And then they go to a Buddhist nation and a Tao nation of China to get their air defense system and missiles. So can you see the hypocrisy? You want to use the technology to kill the cavalry to spread Islam. Who does that? Why can't you not allow people to practice their religion in peace? The first 10 most peaceful nations in the world, there's no Islamic country in it. The first 10 most peaceful country in the world, Google them. The first 10 happiest nation in the world does not have any of these guys in it. The first 10 richest nation with the highest GDPs in the world, they are all Christian majority countries, with the exception of China and Japan, which has Buddhist and Tao. So what are we saying? Why can't you allow people to just be on their own? You see, you want to preach Sharia in Nigeria, and then when other parts say, okay, you can have your Sharia, let's cut off. They begin to, the Sultan, I saw a video of them going around preaching unity of Nigeria, oneness.
Thunder, fire.
But you're insisting you want to practice Sharia. Why can't you allow other people who want to go? You can practice your Sharia when you cut off yourself and name yourself Republic of Arewastan.
Simple.
Like Pakistan or Afghanistan.
Exactly. Arewastan.
In our own land, that is a secular country. In our own land. And when people say they want to go, you begin to go up and down preaching this. And then, look, the world is modern. The fact that you destroy other people in the past is not possible now. It's not possible. And that is why, even sometimes I look at some of this, the Fulanis have never won any war anywhere, especially modern times. The fact that they come in the depth of the night and kill women and children and doesn't mean they are powerful. If they are powerful, let's stand face to face, and they'll see the might of these other tribes that they've been killing. Like I keep mentioning, during the Second World War, the soldiers that were taken from Nigeria to fight in the British frontiers in Asia, in Myanmar, in Malaysia, were not Fulani soldiers. They were soldiers from the Middle Belt, Thief soldiers, Idoma soldiers, soldiers from Plateau, majorly. The soldiers during the Civil War who won the Civil War for Nigeria were basically Middle Belt soldiers and Yoruba soldiers. T.Y. Danjuma, the Thief soldiers there, the Angas soldiers, Lantern soldiers, the Yoruba soldiers, Obasanjo, and the Scorpion. You know, the guy who was famously known as the Scorpion. There's no any remarkable Fulani man there. So you are not strong. You are just coming like the devils that you've always been in the depth of the night from the bushes and striking communities, and you think you are strong. Because you plotted so that the soldiers, your people in authority have strategized and plotted so that they will disarm all these communities that they've always done to all the Benue communities. All the Plateau communities and Southern Kaduna communities. And then you come and strike and kill people, then you think you are strong. We want peace, we'll be preaching peace, and it's quite unfortunate that we'll be.
Let them go. Let's divide the country. I beg. Let them go. Let them go and have their let them go and party, have a dirty December with their Sharia and Hizbah. They should go. The country needs to divide. Time to be talking diplomatically has expired. It has expired. We can't anymore. I don't even know how our forefathers allowed this to go on for God knows how long. How? I brought a video earlier of a journalist in Lagos. Imagine as at that time that they buy people. We must decide that it stops with us. Now we need to stop this thing. Now we need to stop this madness. Let the country divide. Make it divide. You can even get 10 nations out of that country. 10 fit come outside of them. I beg. What is it? They are not even stopping. And you have Fulani people that are not talking to them. They are in government. They are not talking to any of them. Because they are all in cahoots. They wait. They want to Islamicize the whole Nigeria. The whole thing, the cover now don't blow. Everybody don't know their agenda. They are not scampering, trying to put in forest guards. If any of them allow forest guards for our communities, now they They are fanatics. They can't be reasoned with. It's impossible. This is crazy. I beg. Let me go back up. I think I've already shared these videos with you guys earlier. Oh, I wanted to share that football one. Oh, we can share and then I will go up.
FIFA could ban Senegal from playing the World Cup after walking off the pitch during the AFCON final. Very good decision from FIFA. As a Nigerian, I 100% stand with FIFA. Send them away from the World Cup. Ban them and give their spot to the next African country in line. I don't know the next African country in line, but ban them and give their spot to that team. Yes! We cannot condone such disrespect to African football. Such disgrace.
Are you serious?
How can you walk off the pitch just because it is not going away? If FIFA allow Senegal get away with this, they set a precedence.
You see the Nigerian mindset? This is the Nigerian mindset right here, revealed. What did Senegal do? Senegal fought for their rights. And they stood by it and they walked off when they were felt disrespected. Okay? As they describe these Moroccans, Temu Europeans. See as they throw tantrum. They were making it difficult for people to travel out of Morocco. And be where they play the match. You see likes of Nigerians like this coming out and doing videos and saying, yes, they should disqualify them and give the title to Nigeria. Haba. This is why we have a problem in the country. Senegalese people came together and resisted. In fact, I watched some of the takes that the journalists, there was some Nigerian journalists that was very upset with the Moroccans, their attitude. They had to call them out and say, you guys won Nigeria. We did not act like this. What is wrong with you people? 2 journalists like that. I saw their videos. But you have mindsets like this who will come and say, since they did not, they should ban them. They should ban them. Are you for real? Which one are not fit do? That defeat one I take from Morocco. We not supposed to accept the defeat. We not supposed to accept that disrespect. We not supposed to stand up and not go stand up. Another country do their own stand gidigba. Not take the disrespect. You are here talking because they will just automatically give it to you. And I hear that they are saying that they want to give a participation, whatever, to Morocco, whatever they call it. I'm like, this is the Africa that we live in. People that do not consider themselves Africans. People that disrespect you. Look at them making monkey noises when I show speed went there. Una no know the shame when they una body. Una never ready. This is why Nigeria is where it is. Because of mindsets like this. Look at the guy doing the... I can't even finish. I couldn't watch the video finish. I said, make I can't show now. A sign. This is the typical Nigerian mindset. You accept disrespect. You take any shit thrown at you. Thrown in your face. You just accept everything. Senegal stood tall. Why are they suspending the coach? For what? What did he do? What did the coach do? Una go they take rubbish. See the talk when this one they talk, smelly talk. Maybe they can't carry the title, give you, because you be waiting, you not fit fight for your own. Una go take the disrespect everywhere. Una stand up. No, una not go stand up. Now matters when it don't mean anything. Rubbish and nonsense. Now they like to support. That's what you guys are very good at. I beg. First separate the north and south, then each region can decide exactly. That's it, Kola, bam. Separate the north and south, then the south will now, the west should be on their own. Oduduwa should be on their own. West, stand on your own. Middle belt, stand on your own. If you want to be part of the south, we negotiate how we'll take the one. South, Niger Delta. There's no such thing as south. So guys, so forgive me when I struggle to say south. I hate that word, south. Niger Delta, stand on your own. Southeast, stand on your own. If all of us can decide, say, okay, we want to work together, we can discuss that, right? In fact, within those 4 people, the south, the what's it called, the Niger Delta, the south, there's no such thing as southeast. Actually, there isn't. The east, the west, right? The west is standing on their own. The east is standing on its own. Niger Delta is standing on its own. Let me say the south now is standing on its own, right? Middle belt is standing on its own. Even for that 4, we still collect another additional 4 countries out of them if we want. I'm telling you people, can't continue like this. Nigeria lost to Morocco because we were soft. Exactly. Soft as normal. Other African nations are now realizing Nigeria now only talk, now only mouth, only cho. No, not only back, no bites. Exactly. They were prepared to put not their pride. They were prepared to stand for their rights. Not pride. When you have been disrespected, you stand, you say, no, I refuse. It's not pride. You're refusing to be dumped on and treated less than Nigerians did not have the balls to do. That's what they did. It's not pride. Above their football title, they were ready to walk and dump the title and keep their respect and self-respect in check. Big salute to Senegalese people, Jare. That's why I go soon change my nationality now. Senegalese fans were ready to fight for their nation. That is the spirit. Their president was even watching. See now, you not enter your eye as you see the president. Young men discuss, they even come watch the ball. You not enter on our eye. You not admire them. Beg. That north self no be Fulani get am. The Fulanis go, but since the north now wan let the Fulanis go, which one we do? Their leaders are protecting them, so they will have to resist them. They have to come out with boldness and be calling out this their Fulani and say we have to let them go. I'm telling you, they are the ones that will have to come out and kick these Fulanis out. What you want to do? So they don't belong to the north. But if the others are, your elites are protecting them, they are not coming out and standing tall. Imagine they found a cache of weapons in Malami's house, AGF, former AGF. Wetin they carry cache of weapons for? You see, say these people plan now to unleash mayhem. You see, as the universe they work work in your house, Nigeria. Una don't know wetin they happen. Everybody they sleep. Your southern leaders are dumb. They just dey there like caricature. I beg. It should be divided into 4. That not, yes. If the place where they feel, make they sectionalize, make they push out the Fulani, make they one corner of the north. With the light, make they jollof, they butcher each other for there. The northern people when know say they don't want to be part of them, may they come out, stand strong, say we are not part, remove us, so that they'll get their own north. Maybe they'll come get north and south, and not as they want to describe them. It's too much. That's why Senegalese will will heavily protest political injustice. Exactly. They will protest, yes. That's how you do not stand for disrespect. Look at what this one is saying. I beg. I know they watch football, but when I see that thing, that invests me. I was upset when I read that, man. What kind of nonsense is this? What kind of nonsense is this? See, so Dr. Kennon says, so Christian leaders in the world cannot come together to deliberate how they would protect Christians globally. Should Christians continue being unalived like this? In Nigeria, Syria, Iran, Egypt, and other African countries, Christians are being persecuted and unalived, yet Christian leaders do nothing. They get a helicopter and they are moving to the moon. Do you have a space in the moon? Okay, moon are there, they wait for Christian leaders. See what Alex Oti they do. Look at this. Let me start it over. Look at this. Look at this place. Anybody when touch Alesoti, na thunder go fire that person. In hand go bend. You know why.
If what I'm hearing and what I've been reading on the internet space is true, that the Northern leaders or the Northern elders are saying that the minerals and gold that is in the north belongs to the Northerners. If the resources that are in the north belong to the northerners, but the resources in the south that belong to Nigeria, then the south leaders are the most stupid,
the dumbest,
foolish leaders
the
that
dumbest
ever
leaders,
in Nigeria.
the dumbest.
Because if the north are clamoring to hold on to their resources, we too should clamor to hold on to our resources. In fact, any northern leader, soldier, air force, wherever it may be that is in charge of our mineral, our oil and gas in the south should be removed with immediate effect and be replaced with our indigenous, somebody from the south. As it is, Nigeria is going to crumble, and it should crumble.
Yes.
So if what I'm hearing and what I've been reading
it should,
on the
though,
internet space
with immediate effect too. I cannot wait. It should totally crumble, break down completely.
So currently there's a fight going on in Washington. This afternoon, there's a fight going on right now in Washington of Bukuyum local government area of Zamfara State. Today's date is the 21st of January 2026. Terrorists, aka bandits, they attacked the town this afternoon. Our local vigilante men were at alert. So they started, you know that kind of thing now, gun and every other thing. So there's a fight going on right now. But the sad one reaching me now is that two of the most, two special vigilante men have been brought down by bandits. These guys have taken down two special vigilante men, which is not a good one at all. Today's date, remember, the 21st of January 2026. Even they hide them, the English Alhaji, they bring them. You know the story. So the fight is going on right there now in Washington, Zamfara State. And again, this particular picture you're seeing here, this one happened yesterday, the 20th of January 2026. These are kidnapped victims, bride. They kidnap bride. They kidnap the friends of the bride. They kidnap the family member. These guys have stayed in the hand of kidnappers for 7 weeks. This one happened in Chacho, Wuno local government area of Sokoto State. So yesterday, they regained freedom after ransom was paid. Bro, just see. Just see. God. Just look at these people. I will not give you the location of the hospital where they are receiving treatment because of security reasons. But just see. Just see what Nigerians are passing through every day. And we have government in this country. They don't care about. I keep telling you these things. These people don't care about us. These people don't care about us. Just imagine. These guys are. This is very painful. Very, very painful. You know the story. Even they hide them. The English Alhaji, they bring them out.
Kola they blow hot. Kola say somebody should tell the Fulanis that the vision, that the Usman Danfodio's vision will never be realized. They have not succeeded for 200 years and they will never. If we do not pay attention, they will. If we keep allowing mumus, were they not already succeeding? Have they not invaded some villages, unalive people and taken their lands? Did that happen overnight? They do not give up. Remember, they do not give up. So it is now up to us to ensure that we draw the line in the sands of time forever, for generations to come, and pass the stories down and draw the next generation by the ears. Let them know this country that you people are taking to play. If you people do not hold it well, there are people over there lurking in the corner that have a vision of some Usman Danfodio for wherever he came from since 1800 something. Is it 1800? Una know the history, I know the story. Okay, I know the the gist. Okay, so give me the right year if you know it, and say these people, they never forgive, they never forget, they know how to keep malice for hundreds of years. They do. When they have a mission, they are very patient. They will act meek. They will act like they can, that they will act, they will stoop very low. They will even let you walk all over them in order to achieve their aim. But do not be deceived. These people will use takia. There's such a thing called takia in their religion. Even the ones that are not Muslims also use that same takia to achieve their aim. All their aim na power. They do not go to school. They don't like education. They kick against it. They make sure that they bring down the system. If you by mistake give them power, your country will never move forward. You will be stuck in time. If in fact it will be going backwards fast. Things that you need to open the ears of those coming, those that are here now, so that they will hear and hear word and not get carried away, and not be carried away by money and all the nonsense that they keep. Gonna money they take bribe all of the cow money when they say, and nama meat. They need to desist from eating cow meat from Fulani people. Send them back to where they came from with their cows. If you not see bush meat chop, rest. If you not see fish not reach you to chop, rest. If you must eat meat, go and buy cow from Ghana. Okay? We even get our own type of local cows now. Find that one chop. Stop till they do longer throats. Stop putting money in the pockets of your enemies. It is rumbling, no. I want it to even let them come and divide the country. They need to go back to Futajalon, where they came from. May they go back. May they go tell Usman Danford your grave. So the message when I send them, they're not achieving. They're not fit achieving. That's what they need to go and do. Enough is enough. Everybody is now waking up to that reality that Nigeria should be divided. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We don't try, Rich, I beg. We don't take all the nonsense, Rich, I beg. Anyway, make I look this my poll. I call am a day. I don't try. 77%. I need to document this thing. No. Mona, wait. The earlier on in the day, 76%. Now he talk say their votes in support of the division. So I need to take note of all these polls now. So when myself want come up with data, I go feel say, yeah, I conducted a data. I go to talk like a seed, like Professor Seed. Okay. Poll. 76% yes, 24% no. 77% yes, 23% no. Okay. Or more. We never had numbers like this. Never. Even me, I know they talk division before. They are not invisible. They are flesh and blood like everyone. Once they are faced up to, all their talk of super strength will disappear. Bam. Exactly. Exactly, oh, my people. At some point, they will have to visit his grave and say, Oga, we tried, but we They have to go to his grave and say, the message you sent us in 1800 something, it not work, oh. These people are stubborn, oh. We met stiff resistance. All that vision and prophecy that Nigeria belongs to us, it seems like it's a lie, oh. Whoever prophesied that prophecy, he not see well. He be like say he not see well, oh. e no work. E no work, we no fit. They go back, go talk am. My people, make I end am for here. I don try. Make I conserve my energy until tomorrow again. We move. Thank you all so much for joining me. Seed, welcome back, Seed. You no even send us garri or groundnut. You don tell when we go Nigeria. You no even say, when we may send kilishi or something. It is well, oh. Me sef, I go Nigeria one day. I'm gonna tell Governor Oti make he put airport, international airport for Abia. Those of us that want to travel direct, so that we know, so we dey buy our ticket straight. I don't know what it will take. If that can happen, it will be greatly appreciated. They have never forgiven the thieves for stopping him in his tracks in the middle. Yeah, that's why they keep buying them. That's why they keep going back to buy them, the angers and the rest of them. That's why. But it will end. Nigeria will be divided because they are not giving up. They are still killing people. Today again, they buy people. Today again, they buy people. Every day, they buy people. Anyway, my people, I can leave am for here. Una do well. Thank you very much. I'll see you now on my next one. Bye.